And hello to all my friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent. I'm here to do your free psychic tarot reading for October 2021. And before we get started on that, I need to take about 30 seconds to do a quick drawing here for the free readings I'm giving away on Facebook every single month. So make sure you follow that. The link is in the description. So we're giving away 10 free readings here. I'm going to draw some names. This is the You and Me sweepstakes giveaway for October. We have 4 My Month winners and then 1 grand prize winner. So the My Month is a short and sweet little audio personalized file. It's a very popular product of mine. And these people will be winning that. We have Tracy L. and Tammy S. We also have Courtney S. and Ashley G. Laura A. and Monica C. Rhonda B. and Kelsey J. And then the grand prize winner for the 30-minute readings for the You and a Friend will be Esther M. and Mandy V. So congratulations to all 10 winners. You will be receiving those in the month of October. Again, please remember to follow the Facebook page and like the page so that you can be a part of future giveaways. And all these products are available on the website, scottsagent.com. And now back to your October reading. Okay, Leo, so they have dialed up a storyline spread for you. That is a big, wide net cast across all the Leos. It's a big scattershot spread. It's basically looking for 3, 4, or even 5 different stories. And the whole idea is to find the one that resonates with you. I've heard people say that multiple stories do resonate. It's probably more rare. So we're really looking for the one that fits you best. And it's a good spread for a general reading because that way there's a little something for everybody in there. So the card's already shuffled. I'm going to bring you in right now so that you can watch. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're ready to have a good October. And here we go. So what I'm doing right now are my ritual cuts. I like to do that live and on camera. It's the same procedure as if you're getting a private reading from me. And that also satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. Put them back together in a separate order, and they're ready to run. And I need to also say we're going to conclude the spread, the whole reading here, with an angel card, divination card. They actually want 2, so we're going to give you 2 oracle cards at the end, and that's basically just them saying, you know, here's just a little extra that we want to talk about outside of the storyline. So let's get going. All right, Leo. Okay. Still going. Still going. Still going. There we go. All right, so that's the end of my base group here. Now I need to figure out how they all match up. We're looking at like that. Yep. Okay, we're looking at 4 different stories for Leo. That's the group. Now I need to get extra cards to tack on a little bit of information to some of them. Actually, there's not many. Here we need 1. Here we need 2. Okay, so this is going to be a big story down here. And then here as well. So 2 little ones at the top, 2 big ones at the bottom. Oh, Leo, we're going to have some fun. There's all that. Now let me count my inverts. See if there's enough to revert them back up. It looks pretty well distributed, and it is. We're going to leave it just the way it is. Now I just need oracle cards for each set. And to adjust the camera so you can see the mess I've made. There's the top. And then down here, whoa, really made a mess down here. Storyline spreads just get so big, there's just, you know, not a whole lot of way to go around this. There we go. Tried. Yeah, it's mostly in picture. Okay, Leo, let's get to work. 4 stories. Plus angel divination cards at the end. All right, I'm going to start with my little ones and get them out of my way. Make some room. All right, so story number 1. Leo, the first thing they want to talk about here, we have good financial growth, we have good credit, and we have two people or two entities. For a lot of you, this is going to be two people. So a lot of you out there, Leos, are doing something with your partner, financially, putting money perhaps in joint accounts or putting money toward a purpose, doing something together with your money. It shows time for a nap, so a lot of you may be running yourself a little ragged, working a little hard on these, on whatever's going on here, plans or whatever is happening with this money, with these finances. And, this could also be energetic good credit too, so you may be helping others quite a bit. Maybe both of you together, or at least there's two entities really working on this together. So they say time for a nap, so just make sure you get enough rest. Make sure that you, come up for air once in a while and don't run yourself into the ground. So that's story number 1. There's really not a whole lot for me to say about that. It's pretty clear cut. Story number 2, they're talking about probably love corner here. I have soulmates as the first thing that pops up. We have 8 of Cups, so we have hesitation to leave. Perhaps a lot of you should have, at least the ones in turbulent relationships or issues with your love corner, should have maybe left this situation and are unwilling to leave. You're kind of like in it to win it, or like, no, we need to work through this. We can get through this. That's kind of the attitude and the vibe. I'm not really, well, let me just keep going with the cards before I start speculating. The very next card, we have the 9 of Swords. This is a lot of times like a sickness of some sort. So this is a painful kind of a mental, I'd almost like to say habit, but not quite habit. Just really just like a sickness toward this attitude. I'm assuming going back to the whole not wanting to leave thing. It's almost like you try to repair things way too much or something in regards to that. At the end, we have growth here, but this is growth that you expected this to be something different. You expected it to really grow, and it's like super slow. It's taken forever to do anything here, and I'm assuming that you don't like that one bit. But at the same time, you're in it to win it. So it's a kind of an interesting little mix here, story number 2. So that's going to probably be one of the more rare stories. It's only hitting certain people, but for the ones that it is, a lot of information there. What else can I say about the advice there? Maybe you have to get past the sickness part of it for sure. The growth part, it is what it is. You can only squeeze so much juice out of a fruit, out of an orange or a lemon, doesn't matter what it is. It's almost like, if you've gotten what you can get out of it and you're at the end of the road with it, it's like, what more can you do? It's like you've tried your best, you've done what you can do. Like, why are you still sticking around? Why are you still in it to win it? Just something to consider on story number 2. All right, story number 3. Story number 3 talks about a love message coming in first toward the beginning of this month. Really soon here, guys. We have a return of a friend, or a friend with benefits, or a lover. We have a return of somebody from your past that's popping back in here on story number 3. Very high probability for Leos to be experiencing that in the month of October. We have weakness here, and it's probably has to do with that person, because you have such a strong past connection with them. It's really easy to tie back in those cords, and the temptation there shows weakness. When I have the Strength card, it's coming in inverted, so it's saying you have all the tools to deal with this, but it's just a soft spot for you. So just be cautious of that. We have Death by 1,000 paper cuts here, 10 of Swords, so it's extremely binding. We have a woman popping up here in the Queen of Wands. We also have the work area needing to be nurtured a little bit here. It's probably more about the Queen than it is work, but for a lot of you, this could be relationships at work. This could be somebody returning that you used to work with, or maybe had a thing with, or something like that. There is a work connection puzzle piece in here at some point. We also have a blocked new beginning of some form, so don't let this block any kind of future that you're trying to push through here. And then this is kind of the reaffirmation of the whole thing. We have all that glitters, the Oracle card. So all that glitters is not gold. Things are not always what they appear to be. And story number 3 is exactly that. So this return of whatever and whoever this is, probably not something you want to do or deal with because you have that soft spot for it. And it's just not, it's from your past. Let's leave it there. It's just not something you want to revisit. It's going to affect your future perhaps, and there's no room for that right now. That's what I have for story 3. Now, before I get into the big one, story 4, we're going to talk about the moon cycles because I do like to give you guys a little forecast of the moon cycles for every single month. And for October, we have the new moon coming in on October the 6th. That's the best time to bring something new into your life when you want to manifest something into it, whether it's, work on a new job or a new title or, new love, all that kind of stuff. Better to work on at the beginning of the month. The universe really works in your favor when you do that. Now, adversely, we have the full moon coming in on October 20th. That's a good time to get anything out of your life that doesn't fit anymore. So anything that needs to be purged, whether it's people or actual physical items or things or habits, emotional baggage, any of this stuff, the end of the month is a really good target date to do that. It doesn't have to be on the 20th, just any time toward the end of the month. Now, I've put together a moon cycle cheat sheet. That's a little reference guide, a little resource to just show you how you can use this to your benefit. And it goes through the entire year. It's not just October, it's November and December as well. And it's absolutely free. All you have to do is sign up for the newsletter. It's at the very bottom of my website, scottsagent.com. You enter your email address, your first name, send that off. I send you back your moon cycles cheat sheet. And like I said, a reference tool that you can use, and it's free. So take advantage of that. So that's your moon cycles for October. Now, as we get into story 4, this thing is just massive. We talk about, first thing they want to talk about is cleaning out the closet here. There is a purge that has to happen that has not. So there's a lot of muck that needs to go first. This has to do with new love coming in. There is an inaction that's blocking it, or perhaps the time to act is not quite yet because there is that something, that funky whatever it is, in the way. So there's something in the way that has to go first so this new love can come in. It's trying to come in with the death card. I know that sounds terrible, but death is actually a renewal. It's like a brand new clean slate in regards to, in this case, love. So I'm only talking to certain Leos, of course, here, probably the ones that are single or have new love on the horizon, that they're trying to bring their love to new heights with their current relationship. That kind of stuff is being impeded, and they show an inaction here with the Prince of Pentacles in this deck. Another deck, it's the Knight of Pentacles. So that's that one. Same story here, but more information. It's almost like a second part because I have another major card. We have a car card coming in upside down. Please be a little cautious this month for my Leos driving, especially ones of you that have learned lessons driving. Like if you've done something and you're really, I don't know, bad at parallel parking and you get in accidents, or like let's say you illegally park at this place all the time and you've had tickets before and you just go for it again. Like all these repeating lessons, whatever it is driving, can come back in October. So just avoid it. Be a little cautious. Make an extra look at the stop sign. It might not even be you. It might be some other dummy. So take an extra second to be cautious because I do have an upside down car. And I don't want you to be scared or anything like that. I'm really just trying to prepare you just to take an extra look, just to be on the safe side. Because we have old lessons popping back in, they say that for a lot of you, you have learned these lessons, so it shouldn't be an issue. That's good to see. But it's still going to pop back in one definition of the card. We also have local move coming up. That has more to do with the opposite of the car message, is more about honing the energy in. They say, in a lot of you here, a lot of you Leos in story number 4 here are really putting your energy into one thing, and they almost want you to kind of spread it out a little bit, especially when it comes to your love corner, your love relationship, relationships with people, because your love corner does expand out to your family, your friends, pretty much anybody close to your heart can come up. So a lot of you are getting a little bit tunnel visioned toward this, and they want you to kind of expand out a little bit. it almost makes me feel like, get out of the house and do more things, bring more excitement, whatever it is that you're into and that you're doing, like, make sure you're having enough fun and entertainment and things like that. I also have between worlds here. So there's a lot of crossover here between the physical message and the energetic message. Spirit world and earth plane is what they're talking about here. So there's a lot of crossover, and these messages, they gave me major arcana cards, so it lets me know how big of a theme this is here in story number 4, but it kind of hurts on the details because the details come from pip cards, and I only have a few of those to work with here. So I guess the important takeaways is knowing that you have people on your side helping you through this. We have between worlds. So this is a very guided type thing. This is spirit guides. This is guardian angels, all that kind of thing, helping you through, especially the car and the energy message that I just gave. Now, as far as the front side of this, the death, the renewal with the love situation and the inaction, finding the context to that is going to be key, because this is a general reading. There are a lot of Leos tuning in, and getting the context of how that message applies to you is really the key to unlock the whole thing. If you're looking for private personal messages that are just specific to you, I do offer private messages, or private readings, I should say, on my website, scottsagent.com. So that pretty much wraps that story up. I would love for it to be more detailed, but that is just what they gave us. And maybe they're leaving it vague on purpose. Maybe they just want to make sure that more people can kind of connect to the themes instead of the specifics. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your oracle cards. I told you we're going to finish with 2 angel protection cards and see what they have to say about that. The very first thing they want to talk about is a window being opened for you guys. So a lot of insight and knowledge is being shown to you right now. So nothing is being kept. You're being kind of shown all the facts, all the things that are going on, which is very good to see. That helps you make better decisions. So it kind of goes back to what I just said about all the guidance that a lot of you Leos have. So a lot of you Leos are going to be working with a very thin veil between this world and the next world. So these messages from the other side are going to be coming through. Keep a close eye on your dreams. Pay attention to your intuition and your feelings about things, because a lot is going to be coming through in October. The very next thing we have is go the distance. That is to remind you that what you're going through, any kind of hardships or situations, whatever these stories may be, that this is a marathon. This is not a race. This is not a sprint. They show a cheetah in there and a finish line. And it's basically saying you can get there fast, but you don't have to. This doesn't have to be a race. You can take your time with this. They want you to make sure that you finish the race. You go the distance. You wrap up your projects. October is a good month to do that as well. Wrap things up, closure, anything left incomplete. October, good time to do it, because it's a marathon, not a sprint. Take as much time as you need, but these are the things that they're bringing up, and it's usually for a reason, very good reason. So that's going to wrap up our storyline spread for the Leos. I know we covered a whole lot there, plus the angel protection card. I'd like to thank you for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos, and remember to tell a friend, and I will see you all in November.